I'm here to address everything, Chad. I'm here to address everything. Literally with y'all. So I'm here to. I'm not gonna lie. I'm here to address it with y'all. And yeah. So and I've been seeing a lot of hate I've been getting for my main not getting pushed, but me still coaching. So the real reason why, and I'm gonna own up to it. I'm gonna own up to it. I'm gonna make sure I own up. So the real reason why I basically stopped doing shorts on this channel was mainly because YouTube shorts ain't where the money is, and then YouTube shorts is it's boring. It's boring a lot because I run other channels with YouTube shorts, and my main channel I don't want to just be focused on shorts. I want to have it to where I do long form, and I'm slowly showing y'all ways to grow. But I think the reason why my long form videos aren't getting pushed the way they're supposed to is because I think the audience is still caught up with shorts on this channel, and this is a short channel, so I don't think that it could solely really prioritize my main channel all like that, right? So yeah, so and my main channel smoothly, it's still trying to get back into the album, but it's not fully dead. It's not fully dead, and yeah, but like I said, shorts aren't where the money is, and I solely basically want to turn this channel into a coaching channel, cause yeah, so because I want to show y'all ways how I was able to do it and how y'all could be able to do it, but in a real way. But yeah, but like I said, is I want to use Gemini and I'm gonna basically drag all my data, and yeah, cause I had a lot of DMs, people basically telling me, "Oh, bro, why are you trying to coach when your main is getting view jail?" That's one thing I can't stop. Is all my videos is fucking great. You see I should speed video. You see Asman Gold. None of this shit is edited. None of this shit is really edited for real, and they still get pushed. So, and I'm here to address all the allegations. I'm not gonna be here to ignore it. And yeah, so like I said, I'm here to address it in the rumors. And I seen a lot of these DMs I've been getting. Why? Oh, he says, bro. I said his videos get pushed, and then they come at me thinking that my videos are bad, which is crazy to me. But like I said, my videos are great. He says, bro. He says, no, you don't. No, they don't know what you're talking about. He says, bro, your goal is what stuff is staying consistently viral. This is where the proof is at that the methods work for you. This is because you haven't been. Wait. This is because you haven't been getting consistent viral. Also, this is you're also getting fuck views, also getting no fucking views, and it's the fact that you have more experience. It isn't helping. So, which is right, but the real reason why this has been happening, and I know that this is a YouTube issue. It's got to be a YouTube issue. On my end, I make sure all my video, like I said, on my end, I'm not a pro editor. On my end, I try to make sure every single video is good. On my end, I try to make sure the audio is good, and you can expect me to be a pro editor. So this channel short form has 18 million views. Like I said, being that I switched over from short form to long form, I think that the algorithm is still caught up from me doing shorts. But yeah, and we're gonna find this out right now. So what I'm smoothly gonna do is go over to a new Gemini chat. But yeah, and I still be getting good views. But yeah, you can really see that 18.7 million views, 18.4 million. So my goal is, and y'all ask me, so should I do long form and shorts on the same channel? Fuck no, hell no. Because don't make the same mistake I made. The reason why I switched over is because I got flagged. I got flagged for reused content, and I wanted to basically own up to it, and I am owning up to it in this video. I'm not lying about it. So I got flagged, and I want to become a coach to where I now show y'all a way to do it without you guys facing the same issue I face. But yeah, so what I'm going to smoothly do is I'm going to basically go over to here, and I'm going to basically give it a screenshot. I'm gonna copy all this data. So yeah, I'm gonna copy literally all this data right here, and we're gonna see the real reason why my channel aren't getting pushed long form, and how you could avoid this too. So if this happened to many creators, I know it just didn't happen to me, but like I said, I'm owning up to it, and yeah, y'all see it for yourself. But yeah, and like I said, bro, I don't gotta lie about nothing. So all these other coaches be like, "Oh, you're a fraud." I didn't scam you. I didn't launch no course. Only course sellers are frauds. So yeah, but like I said, on YouTube end, it's a YouTube issue. It's a YouTube issue, and it's an algorithm issue, and I'm gonna explain it. So you can see, we could go to our area, see more. And you can see this is basically still. All right, so I can see this is still caught up with NBA 2K. So what I'm gonna do is basically download all my data right here in the corner. I'm gonna go ahead and give it over to basically Gemini. But yeah, but like I said, is all these other coaches, gurus, they won't drop as much sauce like I just gave y'all. So yeah, even with low views. But yeah, and I'm addressing this, and I'm going over this. But with some of these methods, you could go viral, and yeah, but coaching is hard. So I mean, if I were you, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it because you see what I'm facing right now, and YouTube aren't pushing none of my videos. So what I'm gonna smoothly do is I'm gonna go to overall right here, and I'm gonna go. You can see that it's being pushed to browse features. So you can see it shows how viewers find your videos, browse features right here. And what I'm gonna do is go to see more, and you can see the top videos. So what I'm gonna do is go to views by traffic sources. So what I'm gonna do is give it this data right here, and I'm gonna ask it. So I'm gonna come to the top, and I'm gonna type it here. So I'm gonna basically ask it. So why? So being that I switched from short form to long form to coach, shorts got boring. I wanted to do coaching in long form, but gurus told me don't do shorts and long form on the same channel. In my opinion, don't do it on the same channel. So you want to make sure you make a separate channel. So you see this channel got smoothly to about 500K impressions, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna download all this data. I'm gonna download all this data, and I'm gonna basically go to here. We're gonna go to we're gonna do CSV. Now we're gonna do CSV. So instead of me doing a spreadsheet alone, I'm owning up to all this right here, cause y'all asked me, oh, why haven't your videos been getting suggest? I'm owning up to it. So you can see suggested right here. If I go to suggested, I can see where it's sending this traffic. So I can see if it's sending it to the wrong audience or if it's sending it to the right audience. So yeah. So always check your analytics before you overthink. But yeah, so you can see this data right here. What I'm gonna smoothly do is download this, and I'm gonna feed this basically to Gemini, and I'm gonna have Gemini scan through this channel right here. So yeah. So like I said, this is really important right here, and I've been facing this issue for a minute, and my views haven't went up. My videos been good though, but like I said, it's an algorithm issue, and don't try to throw me under the bus or try to think, because guess what? All these 60 other coaches are doing, we know who's scamming, and we know who's legit. So don't try to throw the legit one under the bus just because this problem happened right here. So yeah, and I'm saying this goes for anybody. But yeah, I've been legit, and I never scam, and I'm never gonna be that. So I'm never gonna be like that. All right, so what I'm going to do is also, you can see, these are all my channel titles right here, right? And you can see this is 27,000 impressions. You can see that these low CTR, so we're going to see what's the main issue, right? What's the main issue? Why aren't I really getting views? And why aren't I really getting pushed? So we're going to see what's the main issue. But yeah, and you can see the AVD is 1 minute, and you can see watch time. So yeah, so what I'm going to smoothly do is basically go to this, and I'm going to download this. I'm going to give this all to AI. So the reason why I'm doing this is I'm scanning through my whole data of my channel to see the reason why it's getting viewed the way it is, so we could go ahead and better it. And I'm going to also give you tips too. So, and I'm going to basically, when I go to post, I'm going to say why my videos are getting 34 views, and I think why. So, and I think why because I was doing shorts and I switched over. So I think that's the real reason. But, and most coaches aren't going to tell you this, but yeah. All right, so what I'm going to do is download this right here. All right, we're going to see CSV. So now what I want to basically do is drag this zip into here. So we're going to drag this zip into here. All right, so that's a traffic source. All right, so what I'm going to do is go back, and I'm going to basically go over to my data. So here, this is my data. So I'm going to also go to YouTube search, and I'm going to also download this data right here. And I'm gonna give the Gemini. I want to see the reason why my videos aren't being pushed the way they are. And this is all lifetime. So traffic sources, this is all lifetime. So yeah. So like I said, I've been legit for a minute. I never faked on, never gave y'all no fake methods. So, and don't try to think like that. Don't try to think like that. Don't try to think, oh, just because my videos aren't getting pushed on me, so we can always better. So, and we can see what's the major issue and how we can overcome this and overfix this. And this is gonna probably tell me don't do shorts no more on the channel. But yeah, so you can see this is all the data right here. So what I'm basically gonna do is I'm gonna go through this alone right here. So I'm gonna download this. So I'm gonna download this. I'm gonna download it as a CSV, and I'm gonna go over here to now. So last top content from last 28 days. So we're gonna go to this top content from last 28 days. We're gonna also download this right here, right, too, as well. So I'm gonna also give AI all these attachments. So yeah. So I'm doing it right now. So y'all can see my whole screen. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna make sure you can see I had smoothly right here for this short. It's 72,000 impressions alone for the whole channel. So I'm gonna go through that, and you can see I'm gonna go through that, and yeah. So you can see I'm gonna basically go to CSV. So we're gonna see if I'm shadow banned, and we're gonna see what's the real reason why this is happening. So yeah. So we're gonna basically give it the data right here, and we're gonna go through this, and yeah, like I said, and I'm gonna also make sure I also give it a screenshot of this. So yeah. So, and this is the real reason why I think none of my videos are being pushed, and I can own up to it. So many other gurus, they probably kept posting. Me, I'm owning up to everything I do. So, and the most people who can't would be the ones who aren't legit. But me, I'm legit. You see the screen. All right, so yeah, so what I'm going to do is basically go up there, and I'm going to smoothly give y'all a screenshot. So I'm going to give y'all a screenshot, and I'm going to basically paste this data here. And we're going to also own, so why aren't my videos being pushed? Is my channel cooked? What's the issue? I stopped doing shorts for a minute. It got boring. And I want to do long form coaching videos. I got over 500 plus streams on my channel. I love coaching. Alright, so what we're going to smoothly do is give all this data over to AI. So now what AI is going to do is smoothly scan through the channel. So it's going to scan through the analytics, and we're going to see what the reason why my channel are getting. So you couldn't put as many, you could put as many attachments to this chat using Gemini. So with ChatGPT, you can't do that. So you can see the total views 100K. You can see watch time 1,000. You can see external 23K, and you can see this. So we can see the main factors is key insights, while browse features, YouTube search is mostly if. So this is why you aren't getting pushed. This is when you switch to formats, it could take YouTube some time. And I told you, it could take YouTube some time to algorithm to understand who the new audience is, since your top performing is historical, included viral clips of shorts like this. This is audience exploration. So if your subscribers signed up for viral reaction clips, they may not click on the coaching video. You see, so this might lower the click-through rate and sign into the YouTube that the YouTube video might not be worth promoting to more people. So this is retention dips. This is your analytics show some videos have very high performance, 100%, while others have significantly down 1% dip. It's the algorithm pushes content that keeps its viewers watching. But yeah, it says if the audience isn't stopping or staying for your coaches, the pushes will stop. So it says, how does your viewers find my content? And answer your perspective. How do viewers find your content? Your viewers primarily content through browse features, 28%, external sources, 21%, YouTube search, 20%. So this is how many new viewers did I reach over your channel lifetime, over 9.6K subscribers. It's to summarize my. All right, so easy. You can summarize my last performance video according to JPEG. It says in last 28 days, your top performing video was C gave her last doc 4,000 views. You see, 2,000 views was this. It says these shorts are high hook videos with contrast of designed to pivot. It says these shorts are high hook videos which contrasts with your pivot to long form coaching. So it's a strategy. So recommend from your pivot. So you mentioned you want to do long form since you have about 500 streams. Like you love coaching. You have a strong base of experience to make transition to your work. Don't fear of the pivot. It's okay to stop doing shorts if they are boring. A channel is a tool. So, and you can always ask, it says repurpose wisely. It says instead of just switching code, take the best most coaching moments of long form and post it only in shorts. This keeps your audience channel actively funding to the viewers. But yeah, so I'm gonna ask it. So what can I do? So what should I stick to? But shorts or boring? Should I stick to long form? and it's gonna basically ask it. But yeah, so that's the real reason. So my opinion is not to do two niches on one channel. So, and Ramiro already told y'all, but I want to say make another niche for that channel. And yeah, just because you want to have one niche for a channel, but yeah. But my intakes is why I switched because I was flagged. And yeah. And I feel like I want to bet on my watch hours for long form because I got flagged for short. So this is why your content. This is why long form from aligns with coaching. This is audience depth. This is your current long form content attracts viewers who are interested in specific solutions such as tutorials on banning Instagram accounts using AI tools. These viewers have high intent to learn purposes of services which foundations of your coaching. So this is watch time performance. This is as noted United States. This is another untitled spreadsheet YouTube search. One of your strongest drivers of your watch time is long form. Long form are much better than captioning keeping viewers on. So yeah, long form keeps viewers on longer. So you can see authority building. So while your search has over millions of views and attracts casual audience, that may not convert over to coaching clients. This is long form video allows you to speak directly to your audience and showcase your personality and establishment of the authority required to be a successful coach. All right, so this is strategic. You can see if you choose to stick to long form, pivot, don't abandon. So this is you do not have to do shorts entirely, but you have to change your purpose. So instead of making shorts virally, only use trailers, snippets, drivers, and long form. But yeah, so this is algorithm readjustments. This is your channel historical success was driven by shorts. Switching long form means your establishment training the algorithm from finding a new audience during the phase. You may see lower view counts intentionally, but quality of those views will go higher. So you see, this is content focus on this. So you can see since you have over 500 streams, libraries, it says content 2, cities 2. Instead of you creating new content from scratch, focus on editing these streams into highly searchable, valuable package long form videos directly answer problems for your coaching clients' faces. So yeah, give that love, coaching, prioritizing. Yeah. So what I'll basically ask it is, so how many months would it take until my long form views go up so I don't feel like I'm a fraud? And it's going to basically tell me like how long would it take for long form views to go up so I don't feel like I'm a fraud. But my question and my intakes is for new creators that are starting, don't do long form and short form on the same channel. It's not going to work. So you see, so it's completely normal to feel imposter or feel like or a fraud. It's a shift. So your strategy, but feeling frustrated is actually a sign of a creator that evolved. So you aren't a fraud. You are simply a transition. So the period where your channel identity is catching up to your new direction. So you see, so while you feel the way it's temporary. So this is the reset, and it basically tells us the months of how many months would it basically take. So it says data emotional. It says so your data instead of looking at your view count as measured fraudulence, look at your audience retention. So click-through rate matter. These metrics tell you exactly what your new coaching audience wants. So if those numbers are growing, you are winning, even if those total view counts is smaller than your short day. So you can see, so yeah. So what I can ask it to do is, we don't expect this over here. So after switching, I don't expect this over here to have good views, right? So how many months would it take? All right, so yeah. So basically tell me how many months would it take, but yeah. But like I said, this happened to me, and I'm coming out and I'm admitting to it, and we don't got a cap about none. So this is phase 1. So we do this. So 1 and 3, it says viewer counts may dip. Secondly, it says the algorithm learns who your old audience was. Focus entirely on the retention CTR quality. So yeah, retention matters a lot. So yeah, it says you will see more consistent performance in your search topic. Search topic says data collaboration. So 4 to 6 months, 7 to 12 months, right? This is your library of long form channel built a content mode, new viewers, discovery. So yeah. So, and I want you to see this for yourself, and this chat will be left in the description. So you can see your metrics changing. A good view count coaching channel is different from good view count and from a viral entertainment. So entertainment channel, 1,000 views. So like I said, long form pays you a bit more. You can see, so your analytics show your YouTube search is powerful of your drivers. So yeah, so you, unlike YouTube Shorts in 48 hours, long form search. But yeah, so, and I'm gonna ask you, so how long, so when I post, I might get 14 views and 20 views. I just make sure I'm improving each thumbnail, right? And CTR, right? And each hook, each video. So like I said, your hooks matter a lot. So for my main channel, I'm going to make sure I improve the hooks, improve everything. So this is your you are training the algorithm when you change formats from, you can see when you change formats from shorts to long from YouTube recommendations engine essentially relearns who the audience is. So why CTR and hooks are your best. So CTR is a high. CTR proves that the thumbnail and the title is completely working, but it stops the viewers from scrolling. So if you are improving these, you are solving at first the half of the algorithm change. So you see hooks, retention, but yeah. But like I said, I'm gonna give y'all this, but you can see, so you are in. It says you are in the hard part of the pivot, but focus on improving the viable of CTR hooks and exactly how you could turn 20 views into 2,000 views. But yeah, so like I said, this is, so since you are a strategist in angle audit on every video that gets low view counts, if you have 20 views, look at your impression click-through rate, and yeah, if the impression click-through rate is low, the issue is the thumbnail, and yeah, so if the CTR is higher, and we can also ask it, so what should we go for? So it says if the CTR is higher, the average view duration is low, it means your hook is the issue. So yeah, so what I'm gonna also have it do is point it out. So I'm gonna go right here, point it out on red and green, what to look for and what CTR to go for to be good. So we could basically do is have it put it out on red and green, yeah. But this is why I think my channel's failing. And anybody, and like I said, I'm glad I'm a growth expert. I'm glad I'm a growth expert, and I'm glad I'm a growth strategist. So anybody who's facing this issue, just know that you're not the only one. So you can see CTR click-through rate 4.6%. You see, so we want to go for 8%, and then for the retention, it says if your CTR is red below 3 to 4, it says the issue is the packaging, thumbnail, or the title. It's not grabbing the viewer's attention. It says thumbnail is too much text. Is it too much creativity? But yeah, but it says if your CTR is 4%, but your retention is at least hook is 30, it says the issue is clickbaiting correctly. People are clicking, and this is you are delivering what you promised, but people are leaving. So usually first 30 seconds right here, hey guys, welcome. So we don't start off with that. So instead, when we start our first 30 seconds out for us, you can see hook 30 seconds, 45%, and yeah. So and this right here, so go say red hook, and yeah. But yeah, so you can see the difference between it. So the CTR is 2.5 and then 5.2 and then 15%. So yeah, we're not going to that at all. So you can see, so what I'm gonna basically have it is give me a graph with green and red emojis of what to avoid and look for. And the ones who do take action would be the ones who do make it for it. But like I said, this Gemini chat so will be in the description smoothly where you guys could check it out at. So yeah, but like I said, is you can see the green zone is what to look for. So aim for a CTR 4 to 6% to confirm your packaging is working, your hook retention 40% to 60% at the 30 mark hash mark. The first 30 seconds of the starting of the long form video. So use this when these numbers. So you can see, so what we don't go for are 3%, below 3%. It means the title's failing. But and if your hook is below 30%, that means you're clickbaiting. It means your hook is causing the long form video to fail. But like I said, if y'all make these most mistakes, I'm not the only one who faced it. But I want to let this video be out. Like I said, I'm putting this in long form. See, the thing is with me and most niggas can't even admit to their lies. Me, nigga, I could admit to what I fucked up on, and I could admit to. So the thing is with me, nigga, I can't lie. You feel me? And I checked the nigga on Discord. He's like, oh, you done right fucking check, bro. I checked, bro. I said, bro. I checked, bro, and yeah, I put him in his motherfucking lane. So yeah. So yeah, but and I'm respectful a lot, and I appreciate the love. But I basically want to show y'all, and I'm gonna say the reason why I'm failing on my main channel. So y'all ask me, so the reason, so you do shorts and long form on the same channel? No. So, and I'm gonna ask AI this, so we do shorts and long form on the same channel? No. So I should do shorts and long form and viral videos on the same channel. It messes up the recommendation, right? So yeah, so it messes up the recommendation. YouTube already has an audience for basically for my shorts. So like I said, shorts got boring. I don't want to do shorts no more. So yeah, and I'm bringing this out, and I'm admitting to it. So and y'all can see, I'm admitting to everything I do. So yeah, so you can see why the algorithm is confused. This is an algorithm mismatch. J5. So you can see J5. This is for entertainment, and then you basically mix match it up to YouTube and then coaching. So this is when you release a long form video coaching, the algorithm firstly tests the video, showing it to existing followers. If your subscribers subscribe for viral videos, they won't click on none of these coaching videos. So that's what's causing the views, the lower. So yeah, so you can see, so the clean pivot, it says recommended. So if you are truly committed to coaching, which I love doing, so this is channel history is millions of views, because I don't want to do the shorts got boring. So if you're stuck on your old success, consider starting a fresh new channel and dedicating to coaching. So what I did, I started an unedited one, but it says if you keep this channel, if you stay on this channel, you must stop posting viral reaction videos, clips. You must accept the fact your views will drop and significantly for a few months. But what the algorithm forgets is your audience and starts finding a new coaching interest viewers. So yeah, you have to be okay with that on a new channel, dying the terms. So old metrics, let it reborn. So what I'm gonna do is let all my shorts sit there, and yeah, I can leave all my shorts up. So I can leave all my shorts up, right, and just do long form, right? I don't gotta delete anything. And like I said, it's my autistic cousin in the room. I have no mental issues. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm directly fine. So I might got ADHD. I might be bipolar a little bit. I'm good though. So yeah. So you can see how don't delete. This is the clean state of the method. So this removes the public. So you see, instead of deleting, you can set them old shorts to basically private. So this is why this removes them from being public. And yeah, so you can set it to private or unlisted. So segment of your channel. If you don't want to private your shorts, you must immediately stop posting to mismatch the content. So J5, you must stop posting this and just start a new channel for this. Do shorts. So my thing is, do one niche on the channel. Don't mix it up, cause you could confuse the algorithm. But yeah, it's just the algorithm will accumulate test your old. So it says the reality. So the algorithm will accumulate test your old videos, which will bring in the entertainment focused viewers. This will slow down your pivot. Yeah, it's a recommendation. So if you want the fastest results, set the non-coaching videos to private. It is a surgical thing. But yeah, so I could even leave them leave them up and just focus on just posting the coaching videos. But that's all I have for y'all. Why I think my main channel is failing the way it is. And yeah, but I'm out though. And like I said, if you want to talk to me directly about this, come to Discord. But bro, yo gang. All right, so Miss Trail, yo, you was right, bro, when you said, just stick. You said stick with work. I get it, bro. I admit it. My bad for cursing at you, bro. I took the words the long way, and I basically just now scanned through Gemini, bro, and I'm seeing a real reason why my channel's failing the way it is. So I basically just gave Gemini all my title date. I'm gonna show you the video. I'm gonna really post it on my main, and I'm showing them proof, and I'm gonna admit to why I think my channel is stuck under 30 views. And I don't want you doing this mistake. Do not. So if you do shorts, only have one sub niche. Do not mix in other niches. When you mix in other niches, this confuses the algorithm, and the algorithm won't even know where to push your videos to, bro. So that's why I said, bro. And I was facing the monetization issues. That's why, and I can admit to it, I was facing the monetization issues. So I switched over from shorts to long form because my channel, when I did shorts, I got hair reviews. So I want to do long form, and I want to go to do long form coaching videos because I want to learn more, and I want to study more, and I want to stay more consistent with it more, and I want to basically learn from my mistakes to better them. Like, every single video don't go viral the way you want it to, bro. And I can't even get a headache over it. We see what work, and you literally got me here giving you niches, and yeah, and I'm dropping sauce, bro. But what else do y'all expect? But I'm going to literally post this in long form and let them know why I think my channel's stuck under 30 views and how I can improve this. But yeah, you can see it's adjusted over 2,000, and you can see this right here. So yeah, but like I said, is why I think it's stuck and what we could do to improve it. But yeah, like I said, it's been Tyrese, and I'm out, bro. And like I said, I'm used to it, so I gotta get used to the low views coming. It's gonna take YouTube a few months for it to learn it, because like I said, we was doing shorts and it still gotta learn. So like I said, we had hella wins though. So, and I want to say this too. Most of my long form videos, we had good AVDs. We had good CTRs, but all we could really just do is let YouTube do its thing. And this happened to many creators. Don't think this only happening to you. It's not. It's happening to me multiple times. And me being a YouTuber, I could own up to all my shit. You see, me being a person, I could own up to it. And I ain't got to sit here and bullshit y'all tell y'all lies. I ain't even saying a course. I ain't even fucking saying a course. So yeah. But all the coaches, they scam, and yeah, we don't got to deal with that shit. So you see, we go to 4.7%, and you can see this is 400 impressions. So YouTube is still learning, and it needs to learn. So it needs its time to learn. But yeah, but that's why I think my channel's not getting really recommended. And yeah, but I had this video for y'all, and I don't want y'all making this mistake. And yeah, so I'm gonna go through and rename this. I'm gonna say Tyrese is the reason why. So Tyrese, the reason why I found Tyrese. The reason why I think my main fell. Alright, so yeah, so I think the reason why my main fell, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't fail as a YouTuber. I could literally just go on new channels and blow them up. But yeah, but like I said, it already has an audience for shorts. It don't have an audience for long form yet. But yeah, but once we stay as consistent, it's gonna end up losing our audience for shorts and start recommending my long form videos. But that's all I have for y'all, bro. And I'm going to show y'all directly right here and I have viewers coming in where YouTube is still testing, finding that new audience, and I have viewers coming on my video. Oh, I came from, you don't recommend it the homepage yet. So what happens is, it does that. So when you're about to switch, I don't want to say, don't switch your niche on one channel, because you will be facing the same issue. And I'm going to say, make another channel for this. And I run multiple channels. I'm seeing this for my own, and I'm owning up to it. Like, I say most people can't even own up to their own mistakes. They can sit there and make fucking lies to you. Why? And me, I'm going to sit there and go out my way to make sure I prove my point. So, yeah. So, I think this is the real reason why my videos is getting stuck. And I don't want you making this same issue. So, don't do long form and short form on the same channel, especially with different niches. If you want to do, so let's say if you want to stick to coaching, I could literally just stick to coaching. If you want to do emotional commentary, have another channel for emotional commentary shorts. And we give shorts 1 to 60 videos, and then we see where the niche goes. And then we know that it's not right because I did this shit many times. So yeah, but that's all I have for you. Y'all don't gotta delete no videos unless you don't gotta do none of that bullshit shit. What you gotta do is stick to one sub niche. You don't want to keep changing your niche around. It could confuse the algorithm and it confuse the recommendation system. But yeah, so what it built up. So yeah, you can see, if we go to see more right here, you can see browse features, and we can see literally where this video really got pushed to. So you can see browse features where it most likely got pushed to. So views from traffic. So what we could basically do is go over the content. And yeah, like I said, I take this shit serious, and most people be thinking I'm up here lying and shit, playing. They know that I take this shit serious, and I'm not playing no fucking games, bro. Like, everything's not a planned thing. Like, everything's not a fucking planned scenario, planned move to me. Like, everything, like, things used to be funny back then. Everything's not funny to me no more. So yeah. So you can see we got a 6.9% CTR, and we got a 500 impressions. So YouTube is still learning, and we didn't gain no subscribers from it. But like I said, being that I'm switching over, I'm gonna give it a few months, and yeah. And being that we gained a 6% CTR, which is great. So you can see that we gained a 2% average view duration right here. You can see, so the impressions could be a bit better. Like I said, we want to have more impressions than the views. So yeah. So like I said, but you can see basically, so yeah. But my intakes is, if you're doing a niche, don't do 2 niches on one channel. Do only one niche and make that your last change. So, bro, you can make a whole new channel and blow that shit up. We got literally methods on the channel for that. But yeah, but like I said, I might be done with shorts because I don't want to no longer do shorts, and because I'm stepping away from shorts on this channel. And y'all probably ask me, oh, so how are you going to, bro? I have the strategies and ways how I could blow up new channels. I have literally ways. I'm a strategist, so yeah. So I could literally go through here, give it all my old data to make sure my new nieces are all on point. But yeah, but like I said, I'm done, and that's why I think my channel's falling away, though. And don't make these mistakes. Hey, we learn from our mistakes. We all make mistakes, and we're good. So we're good, and we're good, and we don't get no headache over it. We don't try to overbeat the next person. In this game, you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn what works, and you're gonna learn what not. So like, you know, when the football players get on the field, man, we gonna try to go out there for a win. We gonna try to go out there as best as we could. So 1, 2, 3, let's go. So yeah. So like I said, on every single video I make, I make sure all my videos are great because I think I gotta go verse other competitors in my niece, and I gotta do whatever it takes them show the world who's really the greatest. And I'm not the greatest gonna be the greatest in the game right now, but I'm gonna give it a few months, and I'm gonna wait for my time to come, and I'm gonna stay as consistent as I could with the long form videos. Even I'm gonna be used to low views, but yeah. But like I said, it's cool, and we're gonna learn from this, and we're gonna better some mistakes. So yeah. But I'm gonna see you guys in the next video, and you can see right here. So this video got stuck at 4 views, but like I said, I'm making another follow up to this, but you see it stop pushing. So yeah, it started testing, but I'm also make sure I get thumbnails for these videos right here. But yeah, and the real reason why I think my main is failing, and yeah, and like I said, I'm out though.